some cases it might even be a shade smaller than average. Hello you lovely people of the internet, and welcome to another day of me being seriously messed up. And today, seriously messed up, is a Sunday, and as I forgot, whenever I do a shift at Leadworks, I always struggle to recover my energy, right? But I always struggle with weekends as well, if you recall. It's always a weekend. I kind of have this, oh, I've crashed again. Today, I have been so exhausted. I've slept from a reasonable time to go to sleep last night, right through till about 12, when it was after 1 o'clock when I finally got out of bed. And I'm one coffee into me day. Which is always a good thing. So yesterday, anyway, I've kind of got to fill you in with this bit now, haven't I? My chair did not get delivered until around 8 o'clock, maybe 7 or 8 o'clock. It was very late. I mean, the fact that Jeff Bezos has people delivering for him so late is a wonderful thing in terms of me as a consumer, but I'm not sure how he treats his staff. I'm assured that it's not very well, and that's a sad thing. But anyway, I got my chair. Because I didn't pay a lot of money for it, it was a lot of money for me. It was like 60 quid. I can't afford that, really, but I did need a comfortable chair, and I knew I was taking a gamble. And everything that I feared to be true about my chair is more or less true. It did take me a good hour and a half to put together. That's no reflection on the build quality or the material or the firm that makes them or anything like that. That's just me. It took me, oh, for God's sake, it took me way longer than what it needed to, because it didn't have a lot of space in it. I already had 2 chairs in here, plus all the I still haven't tidied up. So I was struggling a little bit. But I did it, sat here, jiggling the bits around, and I finally got it all together, because like I've put chairs together before. I do understand how they work. One of the things that I absolutely love is I didn't know that you could change the wheels on chairs, right? And when I discovered that, I was thinking, how many times have people don't know this and they chuck the chairs out because the wheels are buggered, and you've got a perfectly good chair there. Or even if the gas lift is broke, it's easy to replace a gas lift. I bought a great big spanner. If I'd have thought through this, I would have shown you it, but it's a huge spanner that I bought just to take the gas lift out of a chair that I had, so I could put a better gas lift in it. And that was a chair that I got from the Art College in Plymouth when they were getting rid of old stock. I took one home with me, and it was incredibly comfortable, and it lasted a long time before it finally corked it, because, you know, chairs don't last forever. But anyway, so like, I do understand how chairs go together, and I could probably, if I thought about it, I could probably fix any chair. If I had the space and the tools, I could work it out and fix a chair. And I would never need to keep buying them, but I haven't got the space or the tools. But I do have the knowledge. And that's the thing, is that I'm straight on to Marx now. It's like, it's the knowledge that they can't take from us. That's the thing, that is the thing that is that makes the work worth something, because it's the knowledge. Anyway, I haven't got all... I understand the concept of it, okay? I understand the concept of knowledge and Marxism and that. Like, it's a firm thing inside my head, but I can't put it into words, but I know it. Back to me chair. So as I'm putting my chair together, I have this realisation that this chair is not going to last. I reckon I'm going to be lucky if I get 6 months out of this chair. Now, I'm going to do some positives about the chair first, because I think, because there's going to be so many negatives, I do want the positives. And there's not many of them, but there are some. Firstly, the fabric material, whatever it is that it's made from, is nice. It's comfortable. It's not the slidey, plasticky stuff. It claims to be like a fake suede, and it's not. It's just like it's a fluffy plastic. It's some kind of plastic, and it's fine. It is comfortable. So like that's that sort of. This fabric will have a name. For the life of me, don't know what it is. So that's one good thing about it. It is better than that fake plasticky leather stuff. And it's got a cushiony bit that sits in the lumbar and it can be moved around. Now that is, because all the chairs that I've had, I've never really had the support in my back where I need it, and that's why I've ended up with. Not completely the only reason. Being fat and not being very active also plays a big part in not having good core muscles and things like that. But seating does not help, especially when you're like me and you spend a lot of your time on your arse. Sitting down, not... You know what I mean? So it has got that support, and that is kind of nice. I've missed that. It's like I can lean back like this and I'm supported. And you can adjust the back really, really finely as well, so I can get it in just the right place. I think it slips and slides a bit over time because I'm heavy and this is only a very lightweight bit of machinery. But I can live with that. Because again, that is like I didn't pay a lot of money for a chair. It's still not worth 60 whatever quid. I would still have this in the 49.99 kind of bracket. But I don't set the prices on them. And I probably would have been just as well off with buying one of those 49.99 ones, probably. So right, on to the negatives. The first and most important part of the negatives is the padding, the cushioning, whatever you want to call it, is shockingly bad. Even in the little lumbar bit that I love, even that, I can guarantee that it's the sort of stuff you put in teddy bears. And it's just been packed really tight. It's nothing special. And the seat is just really, really cheap, crappy foam. And the same for the back, for the rest of the back. But you don't come into contact with the rest of the back of it because you've got the cushiony bits on the neck and on the back. And that's really where I need the support anyway. So that's not so bad. But it is really thin material. I'm assuming it's some sort of... it can't be MDF, but it'll be some sort of really crappy plywood. And it's as thin as they can get away with. A thicker lump of plywood would have been better. Another 0.5 centimetre would have made a massive difference, I think. It's the cheapest possible construction you can have. And the points where all the screws go in, they're all fine, but the way the base is put together, it's 5 bits that slide on to a central bit and then screwed in. They're all points of failure. I mean, strength-wise, it'll probably take a beating and it'll probably be okay and it'll last just as long as anything else. But I would have wanted something better than that. Again, it's a cheap solution. Aesthetically, it probably looks shit, but as it's in this room, it's not going to make that much difference. And then there's the selling point that they had. They said it had a wider seat than the competitors. This is not the case. It is really standard width seat. I got 2 chairs in here, and like the red chair, my arse doesn't fit on very well, but the black chair, it does. And the seat is a little bit bigger. And that's just an ordinary chair. There's nothing special about it. But part of me, again, this is because I know how these things work. Theoretically, I could take the base of that one, put it on this with all the gubbins connected, and that would be a much comfortable seat that I could be sitting on. But also how these things work, because it's a cheap build. So the back of it, it's got the way the arms connect to it. If you take the arms from it, it's got no stability at all. It's got no strength. So the arms are doing the work for what should be good craftsmanship. So again, it's a shoddy way of doing it. You know what? I've realised what I'm doing here. I'm actually reviewing a chair. I don't do reviews in here. I am reviewing a chair. I've kind of blown my own mind now. I'm reviewing a chair. And we have a motorbike. It's like reviewing chairs and getting motorbikes. What more could a girl want, apart from a comfortable chair, a nice bed and decent shoes, and a good cup of coffee, and a boiled egg, and reasonably reasonably priced love. From what I can make of it, the controls that allow the lifting of the chair and leaning back things, they seem pretty standard. And I think the problem is, for me, it's just not made for someone. Although it does claim to be able to, it claims to be for fat people. It doesn't say that, obviously, because you're never going to see that on an advert. It's a pity. I would like to see things like that and not take it as an insult. This is for fat people. This is not for tall people. This is for fat people. You know, then you can have ones for fat and tall people. You know, some people are like really tall, but they're skinny. They don't need a great big industrial sized thing to carry the weight. They just need something with like a longer seat, so the legs are more supported and maybe a longer back, depending on. And that is really simple stuff. But again, you can have all that, can't you, if you pay lots of money for it. I would love to be able to afford a proper chair that I can spend hours sitting in and know that it's not going to damage my body too much. This is going to wreck it. I'm going to have problems with this, but it won't be my back. It'll be my legs that'll suffer. But I think that's okay, because my back has been suffering a lot recently. I know I need to exercise. It's like, I haven't got the room right now. I haven't got the room, and I would probably hurt myself trying to exercise because I'm really unfit. I'm really not well in a lot of ways. And I do everything that I can to change that. Isn't it funny? I've gone from a review to, let's talk about the state of my body. Let's review Hazel's body now. The chair's not enough. Let's review the body. Everything is either a review. No, I'm not doing review. I'm not reviewing my body. You can sod off. It doesn't even get a 1 star. I shouldn't have sidetracked myself with... I shouldn't have sidetracked myself with self-awareness. I should have left the self-awareness, let it do its own thing in the back of my head and not let it have an actual voice. I've kind of lost my thread a bit now. I think maybe I need to do a conclusion of the chair. You know, let's just round it up. I think I've already said it's not going to... I'll be surprised if it lasts longer than 6 months. Something will give. I reckon the seat will start giving, because it's only got 4 screws holding it into a very cheap base, and those screws, well, they've got metal inserts in them, and they've been forced in, and they will give. I'm 24 stone, something like that, maybe more now, I don't know. So I'm very heavy, and this chair's not going to take me moving around on it too much. And I'll be back in the market for the chair again, but hopefully I'll have reached my target. You know my target, the one that I've talked about before, of having 500 subscribers. By having that, there's a good chance I will have all the views. I mean, I have to have like a minimum of like 3 videos per... Is it 3 videos per 28 days or something like that? Or maybe per year, I don't know. Either way, I've made lots of videos. So in terms of content, that's not a problem. Getting subscribers is, my life's boring. I can't present my boring life as anything other than it is. And I refuse to comply to what is... I refuse to comply to chasing the algorithm and getting, and focusing on one particular thing. I'm not focusing on chairs. Don't even get me started on focusing on chairs. Although if I started reviewing chairs, I've just thought, if I start reviewing chairs, people will start sending me chairs. I should review lights, because I need a light. Or maybe I start reviewing DJI stuff and they'll start sending me stuff, which I can't imagine they're ever going to do that, because they know exactly what I think about it. And they don't need my opinion or me to sell it, because like they'll be watching this. Now I can imagine like Mr. and Mrs. DJI sitting there watching my videos going, no, we're not going to use her anyway. I can imagine her trying to sell us stuff. It's terrible. Shame of it. Right, I've amused myself enough now. Thank you for putting up with me. Thank you for watching the videos. And I'll see you tomorrow. Love yous. Bye. Will me next comfy.